never really thought we had a. Lately I'll be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else choose you instead. I be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else chose you instead.
Special K is his name as a mixologist.
Whoops.
Good night, everybody. We're back here again, another Tuesday. This is the last Tuesday. This is the last Tuesday.
No.
We still got another Tuesday. We got early press conference this month. I hope I'm gonna have to check on. And we get a Tuesday edition as well.
But next Tuesday you got a show with the link up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're not having the link up, it's not the last Tuesday.
I feel you.
Okay.
And you ready to choose? I don't even put on headphones on nothing, but
and they're off to a good start. You know, this is DeTopiks with your host Alan Powell and guest host Ira Willett. Alan in fresh gear. The Morty top, the Rick and Morty, and Zorro, the Pirate Hunter. Don't know. If you know, you know. All right, Alan, you ready?
yeah. Of course, everybody know the purpose of this show. We discuss whatever is taking place in Nevis. We encourage persons out there, if you have an opinion, if you even have a particular topic that you feel like is pertinent, discuss. Feel free to give your opinion, and it doesn't have to be your opinion. It could be the total opposite. As long as it is a considered opinion, a thoughtful opinion, I respect it. Yeah, I'm willing to take it in. And just because I disagree, I don't feel like it is any less of an opinion. It might actually cause me to rethink my perspective. So, this evening, let me get straight into it, because we're kind of late.
Really?
Yeah, we're gonna big up Kester and Herbert. Primary school? No, man, I've been in primary school. I've only been in a grade 6 together, but he been in the other grade 6. But big up to Kester and Herbert.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What they say, AKA Special K. Apparently, this is his bartending name. Maybe read off an Obi post. So all of this, if there's anything wrong in here, I wrong with Obi. He won the Culture Armor Mixer competition on Sunday. This is the event that is part of Culture Armor, but he kept before Culture Armor.
Mixology.
Yeah. He won 3 out of 4 runs of the competition. So he started off with $5,000. The first segment featured a cocktail made from Caribbean. The second segment featured a cocktail made from Clifton Estate rum. The third segment featured a cocktail made from the Nevis rum made in Nevis. Listen, you see, and that's why that's why I got to. That's the only thing I could think about. The Nevis rum made in Nevis. It seemed like it only could be one thing, right? This is. Special K winning cocktail consists of mango. Um, this say lime rum, but I would want to believe is lemon rum.
Okay.
Lime rum.
Yeah.
Either way, it's citrus. Okay.
Okay.
Along
Well, it's lime
along
anyway.
with yeah, along with the Clifton Estate Spice Rum will
Mm-hmm.
be available at most bars and Nevis and will be the signature cocktail for this year's C50 and
Oh,
will be. Go ahead, speak to me.
what your name?
I am not seeing a name for the cocktail.
Oh, okay.
For yeah, for saving, I said the cocktail name Special K, but the man himself, his bartending name is Special K. So
Mm-hmm.
that is not the name of the cocktail. Um, he will also be the brand ambassador for Clifton Estate Rum for the duration of 1 year and receive an honors plaque. No, you see, I respect when you're gonna give a man a plaque, but
Mm-hmm.
you're also gonna give him $5,000.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
like that. I like that. You can't just give him the plaque. Give him the $5,000 too. So congratulations to Keston Herbert for that achievement. Um,
I want to say
well,
congratulations to Keston too. Big up yourself,
go
Keston. I don't know who the
ahead.
competition was, but it doesn't matter. You came first. You know, you came out on top. Now your name out there. You know, I definitely when I got to Nevis, I'm not drinking as much as I used to. You know, I went to Mexico this past week and I didn't even have a drink. You know what I mean? And there was an open bar. But I gonna look for this signature drink for Culturama C50 if I'm get a chance to. Definitely. Congratulations on winning $5,000 and getting your name out there too. You know, I wish I knew what the drink name. You know, and yeah, large.
Ye-
Was it
Yeah, I
it was
think
it
that
stream?
I do not know that it was streamed.
I think we're missing a lot of good opportunities here to get a little excitement build around Culturama 50. But hey, maybe it was and we just missed it.
Um, I feel like it is also you could be grabbing early video clips, early pictures, all of these things because you could still use these in the promotion of Culture Armor 50.
Hmm.
Who tell people, yo, this is what already going on and this type of thing. But I mean, who knows?
Yeah, I think that
Um,
should have been an exciting event. No, I would like to be there.
I also felt like there was the opportunity to fold that event there with other events in terms of like having a drinking competition. Oh, not for the evening yet, Mr. Green, but we're gonna get to that.
Hmm?
No, Javan asked for bless the Redskin them for the night. Saturday
Yeah,
night.
I see what he said, but me don't know what he means. That's why I was like, hmm?
Um, while we're talking about compensation, did you
Hmm.
see that the Olympics this year? It was promised that persons who get on the medal podium are gonna get paid.
By who? The Olympics committee?
Um,
Their countries.
no, I don't think it's the Olympics committee. Is like a national athletics federation or something like that. So. But they said
Okay.
they're gonna be putting aside a particular amount of money. I think the Olympics committee actually is against it. They're saying that there should not be any price attached
To the gold medal.
to a gold medal or any other thing, and it also diminishes and the achievements of persons further down in the competition and all this type of thing.
Yeah. And I wish everybody on the committee would work for free too. You know what I mean? I've heard some real sad stories about athletes, like some of these athletes that, they put in all this time to train and they struggle to make ends meet when they go back. In America, I think they'll pay like 25,000 for 25. They used to be at one point like 25,000 for a goal, something else, different prices or something like a something. But no, I don't see anything wrong with them getting paid, bro. If college basketball players can get paid too, why cannot professional athletes? We are watching them for entertainment. Plus, you know how much money the Olympics probably make off of streaming and rights for to broadcast the Olympics. Oh my god!
I got to correct you about one thing. People
Wow.
who compete in the Olympics,
Hmm.
I can't say this is for all sports.
No,
But in general, you're looking at amateur athletes. Can you been say professional athletes?
you say amateur athletes. You call them amateur.
Generally, no,
Oh,
no, no,
okay.
no. Like in boxing, ain't gonna professionals, for example. The
I
only
see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
the
Yeah, when you
the
talk about
only
that.
sport where I could tell you is professional is the basketball for sure.
In track and field,
And
hockey. You don't think the track and field is professional athletes? These man don't go pro, bro. Like they literally go pro. Like what's the guy name here? The youngster were doing road. Um, I remember
the,
when
the,
they were talking
the,
about him going pro.
the
Like they
reason
actually
why I
used it
got
for going pro. Yeah, go ahead.
the reason why I got a little clash about that is because some of them the allegedly go pro, but
Hmm.
um them man I run against man one in university.
Yeah, but them man go.
And listen, here what I can tell you. I'm
Hmm.
willing to tell you it's not a perfect argument. 'Cause I know that there are definitely some professionals in there.
Got
But
you, got you.
like for example, like the wrestling and stuff,
Hmm.
them man ain't in that. But I guess there are wrestling leagues where they would take part in. So maybe I would got to say them they're professional wrestlers too.
Yeah, what would make it? What would make them professional? What would make them amateur?
Well, in boxing, if you for sure, if you're boxing under like the WBA or something like that, so you can't box in the Olympics. You ain't qualified. 'Cause you're a professional boxer.
I think boxing is the only one where it's amateur. Like for sure that I know is amateur.
Hmm.
You have to be
And
amateur.
it's different headgear, is only
Yeah,
true on fights and all them kind of thing. So
yeah.
it's a different circumstance.
I'm trying to
So
think of another sports. But I mean, a lot of people ain't even talking about the Olympics. It's almost like I kind of forget that it's coming up. You feel like the
seriously,
Olympics is, yeah, I like if you didn't mention it tonight, it wasn't on my mind. Like, yo, I'm looking forward to the Olympics. And there's been years where I look forward to the Olympics. Like, yeah, the Olympics is this summer, the Olympics is this summer, but it's like not even really a thought. I don't even know where they're keeping the Olympics this year, bro. But
in France,
I can tell. Oh, Paris is a Paris
in,
Olympics.
indeed.
Okay, I can tell you though. I know they're supposed to be heading over here, and I'll be looking for some tickets. God's spare life, because there's no way they're in Mexico, Canada, or the United States of America, and Ireland about to something. They're too
Mm,
close.
You're gonna get the same opportunity for the World Cup.
Oh yeah, are you
Yeah,
doing that
yeah,
too?
and the World Cup at 2026 over here.
And they
See,
over.
same thing.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully by time I could blink me eye and buy a finals ticket. You know what I mean? All right, moving. God. Oh,
Uh, but I had a beef. I
sandwich.
had a no, not a beef sandwich. I had a beef with with Nevis Pages. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
God, I'm looking for the story right now.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, it's a small beef, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Nevis Pages is an aggregate site. You understand? Now, if you are going to aggregate information, you have to make sure to attribute the information to where it come from, so that I understand as the reader, this ain't you. Now you write this. There was a story, and the story was saying Mr. Spencer Brand is doing an exemplary job. Um, no, something like an exemplary job, and he's taking the initiative. Now, when you go on to read the story, Ira, what they
Mm-hmm.
are talking about is he is the chairman of like the Nevis Disaster Management Committee, and as the chairman,
Mm-hmm.
he basically called a meeting, and he was at the meeting, and that's an exemplary job
Well,
because
yeah,
the chairman of the board call a meeting, so he do his job. That's exemplary, and that's taking the initiative.
big up to Spencer Brand. What do you mean? Big up to Spencer Brand for doing a good job chairing the meeting. I mean, you don't going downplay and chairing a meeting, you know.
Yeah,
Man do an excellent job. I'm just messing with you. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what he did, man. If they want to highlight that, I mean, so be it. You know, what maybe
and
it was a hard group of people to keep in line and keep control. So
well, really and truly, because I forget to say this because I can't even pull it up. I was trying to find it, but he had said a communique, which was sent out from the government.
mm-hmm. The
So this is
communique.
basic. Yeah, remember you're dealing with the premier, so finance that turn into finance. You check it out. So this was higher than a press release. This was a
Okay.
communique.
Okay.
You
Okay. Okay.
understand? So the communique that was released was speaking about the exemplary job. So because the chairman chair a meeting, exemplary job, fantastic job. All me say is when you all let people know this is enough from me. Even though you said the communique, down to the end said this communique what came from the Department of Communications and this and that. Let them man know this is what the Department of Communications decide to put over there. Or let the general public know. That miss my
Mm,
big with news spaces. Ain't a big thing, it's a small thing. Um
okay. Me not gonna beef.
you had see the honorable Chai Liebert gave out some football shoes.
He was supposed to do some track and field shoes. I didn't know he was doing football shoes as well.
Well, the track and field shoes might come a little later, but the
Mm-hmm.
football shoes is member of football been last term. So I guess the people on them who get like the top goal scorer, the top defender, the top goalkeeper, them and get some some little kits and so.
Let me ask you something. They tell us how much these football shoes worth.
No, but I went to look for them, so I could tell you.
Oh, okay.
Well, he also he gave a roundabout figure, so he said 500. So yeah,
Total.
no, 500 per boat.
Oh, EC.
Yeah,
Okay.
really and truly is 200 US. So really and truly
Okay.
is more like 540.
Okay.
But we want it half to 500.
Okay. Accurate.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I, I don't know if I I questioned if he gave the figure. I just wanted to know if it's important, you know. Is it important? Does it show that he bought quality shoes? Is it more of a statement that I'm willing to spend this money? And I think overall, I think the gesture is a good one. And I big up to Try, the honorable Try labor on that. But I just want to know, what do you think? You think like it's important to mention the cost of the shoes, knowing that you buy quality shoes? Do you have to put it out there? But you say he didn't. You said he.
When
Uh,
he kind of mentioned it casually.
okay.
Um,
So in a slick way.
yeah,
But
yeah,
anyway,
yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
I mean,
Um,
still,
it is is in the kind of way where somebody would say, um, this is a $500 watch, right? But anyway, when it come to the shoes now, right? It kind of
yeah.
put me back in my young days. And first of all, I would say the gesture is a good gesture,
Mm-hmm.
and them man supposed to feel good regardless to what. You understand?
Exactly.
The only little thing what I would tell you, um, like when you small, them kind of age there, and from my perspective, for example, Shanda Paul used to bat, and I could tell you the bat with a Slazenger V800, and
Mm-hmm.
I get a bat there. You understand what I'm speaking about?
Mm-hmm.
Um, if the bus been put on $50, the man would have had on the shoes were like international players away.
Mm-hmm.
For $50. So I can't tell the man them be vexed at all. But I watching games for the past 2 weeks looking for anybody got on these shoes, and I see people got on Puma shoes. Cause first of all, I wasn't seeing people with Puma shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then
So who get that? That was primary school sports.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. But I see up to Grealish got on Puma shoes.
Mm.
But not the particular design there. But them man got Puma shoes. But it's a good vibes.
You don't think somebody tell he what to buy? I mean, maybe somebody tell he what to buy.
Ain't hard to know what to buy.
But I mean, we can't take nothing away from what he did. Big up to him for what he did. Um, I better than nothing, and that's still a substantial amount.
No,
So
cause listen, it end up to be like 4 pair of shoes, so I can't say no.
yeah,
That's what make I can't fight it at all.
yeah, yeah.
And if they continue to perform, in to say that they can't work their way into the shoes. Cause really and truly, um, my thing why I was going to ask was like, how come they ain't just give them Nike or Adidas?
Mm.
Cause that would have just seemed to me. Cause everybody were doing see got Nike or Adidas football shoe.
I
So
feel
I
like
would
somebody wanna tell you what to buy. Like this is what you need to buy. Try used to play football, no?
I am unfamiliar with his work. Maybe me younger than Johnny. If he been
Okay.
to play football, I wasn't watching. Um, I heard you speaking about crime a little earlier.
Yeah.
Somebody even called me and asked me if I've spoken about crime in the country. The only couple things I could tell you are that it seems to me that it's happening in Singits for the most part. And I read from Dr. Joe that
Mm.
the RSS is now involved. You know that he's the head of the Security Council for the OACS right now?
Jew? Dr. Jew?
Yeah, oh,
I
oh
didn't
yeah.
know that. Yeah, I didn't. I,
It-
I had no idea.
It think it's a Nevis turn, baby.
Mm.
So he's in control of the RSS and all these things.
Okay.
Um,
What does that mean for for us? Anything in special?
um, well, as I tell you, it's a thing where it goes around in turns. If you happen to be the prime minister at a particular moment in time,
Mm.
it might be your turn. Um, Specifically at this time, you could say he directly got the handle. So right now specifically, when I tell you that the RSS is involved, me
Yeah.
not tell you that they're on the ground.
Yeah.
The specific language that I saw is that he said he asked them to assess the situation for now. So what I would imagine that mean is that there are and this leading to the conversation where you were having with Reese, I would imagine that there is some type of surveillance going on right now. There's people watching what is taking place, and a list will be compiled. You know what I mean? Whether or not that mean that they will have to come in, the list will be transferred to local authorities to deal
Mm.
with. That will be left to be seen. Don't worry, according to a reputable source, the criminals will eradicate themselves, so law abiding citizens have nothing to worry about.
Bye. They come at great point.
I feel like this is dangerous. Um
You know what he's referencing to? You know where that reference is from, right?
no, enlighten me.
Oh my gosh.
Enlighten me.
Alan, Alan Evander Stone, man, by Orlando Life must be sweet to you. You know, see the
Indeed.
press conference with the what is it? The advisor of national security or something like that. Whatever it is, it's been circulated. I haven't seen it in its full, in its entirety, but the clip is the man telling the criminal, if you're killing people, leave country. They only criminals are dying. Only criminals are getting killed. If you're not killing people, you're not got nothing to worry about. Come on, man. You know, see the press conference. Oh,
I have none.
oh my gosh, I should have sent
I
that.
have none.
Somebody can send it now. Don't worry. You're gonna see it
Okay.
soon. Yeah, but that's what
Well,
he talking about. That
okay,
so
well,
it was.
my response to that would be that the is always a cycle, you know. It's always them they kill my cousin, my brother, something or the other. And then the young people who ain't in it now, 5 years from now, them are gonna be in it.
Mm,
Right now, you could go back in the place. If you ain't been in Nevis for 5 years,
mm-hmm,
is a different set of young man dealing
mm-hmm.
with the story, you know?
Yep. Just believe that. The heat is a different heat, man. The sun
Oh
hotter.
yeah. I better you could laugh, cause you eat black pudding this weekend, you could smile.
We'll
I
have to
don't
get
want
black
to,
pudding from.
but I mean, I know.
Mm.
But he had it and he had a lot.
Loretta, I hope when we go to the oh, you see, Loretta invited Reese and I to this thing this weekend. I don't know if you know about it.
No, what's that?
Something kissing me on Sunday. I forget what it's called. I might pass, depending if I don't got nothing to do. Plastic bag, red plastic bag, and so can be over there. I
Yes,
think it
we
does
say
in Calypso.
red plastic bag. You got somebody name so?
Not that my name, red plastic bag.
I am unfamiliar with this word.
Man, you
As
know
you
the
ta-
man walk.
No, I'm unfamiliar
Bang
with
a
this word.
big political song.
Okay, well, okay. Here the problem. I might be unfamiliar with the name, and if I
Mm-hmm.
see a face, I might also be unfamiliar with that. Cause me does if you got a song and you make it, well then maybe I hear the song.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I could
me,
understand that part then.
yeah, cause me doesn't follow them kind of ways.
Right, I got black couldn't I eat, boy. Well,
Um, Arab persons were encouraged. We reached to the Premier's press conference today.
oh, you went?
Definitely, I went to the Premier's press conference.
No, I couldn't make it. Enlighten me.
Yeah, once he had mom there,
Okay.
persons were encouraged to go to the teachers training course, but it was emphasized that does not mean that you are guaranteed a job. You are only encouraged to attend. Don't
Wait,
worry
what?
about the listen. That is exactly what was said. Person are encouraged. All who potentially want to be a teacher are encouraged to attend the teachers training course. It was emphasized that that does not mean that you are gonna get a job after attending the course.
Oh,
But it would be nice if you can. Um, I know that there's some confusing right there, but
mm.
I would like to volunteer some assistance to people who might find that confusing.
Okay, help them out,
I,
including
f-
me.
I feel like what this is saying is that you have to imply strategy. You can't just go to the teachers training course. Them man right now, um, they need, like for example, physics teachers. There are particular subject areas where they need teachers, and in other areas where you see that nobody is teaching that, start to agitate and tell them about people want to learn more that day.
Mm.
You understand? So I feel like what they are saying is don't go in there to kind of replicate an area that they already have. Go in there, able to fill some kind of area where them ain't got nothing. Um, I would also say if them man have these voids, ask a little extra money too.
Mm.
If that's the case, cause you got leverage. But I feel like that's what they're trying to say. But how was so?
You got a point. I mean, I just always felt like if you can't find a work, you can get work in a teaching.
Yeah?
Yeah, for
How,
some reason that's how I've been feeling. That I would always find a space on teacher.
well,
I
how,
mean,
how much of them?
if you got the qualifications, that's what I mean. Not just mean like they can take up anybody you go teach, but I
Man,
find that teaching is that professional home that as important as it is, it becomes the profession that everybody fall back on because there's not a lot to do. So it's like, I just can't go teach.
have you heard about the work that is being done? I think is the Nevis International School. Have you heard the work that they're doing over there?
Mm-mm.
You know them man teaching languages like French and Spanish in primary school over there.
Mm. I mean, it's the
Them
best
man,
time to teach them.
yeah, them man pass up. Them man pass up Nevis Public School. Listen, them man get so big right now.
Mm.
People want them man build a preschool.
Dalia been supposed to be a teach Jalil how to speak Spanish, but me can't give me lessons them sort out yet. So. Not
Oh
knowing
yeah,
it. Knowing the time. No, yeah. Uh, is it a private school or is it a public school?
it's a private school.
Uh, is it? Is it getting government subsidies?
Private.
I am unaware of any such arrangement, you know? and and
Okay.
and I just feel like it's a good thing in terms of you got so much people going to teachers college.
Mm-hmm.
It needed to get to the point that the excess of teachers.
That's dry school.
No. Why? I wonder if me say the right school boy. Cause I talking about a primary school or no. The school are over by where TBN
Yeah.
used
So
to
which one is
used to.
Joy School?
Jai school is a high school that they up by which
It's a
part of
high
St.
school.
John's Wood.
Joy School is a
Yeah,
high school.
yeah.
Oh, I thought that. Oh, so Joy School is an extent. Is like the carry on of Lynn Jeffers, something
It's-
almost like. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
I thought Joy
yeah.
School was a primary school.
Mm-hmm. No, Jai school is a high school. But
Okay.
I feel like that school there, because of what they're doing, they open up people eyes. As me say, you got excess of teachers, and you have people asking for a different curriculum. You get to the point where I think that like you could advance to where you don't have to do, or you could do a more advanced level of language like Spanish and French when you reach first farm, because you went to the school there and
Mm.
you don't do them kind of thing there. It don't make no sense. You got first farm, go learn Spanish where you don't know. You already overlearn Spanish, like maybe with the turn farmers, them kind of ways there. I feel like them
It's-
things there are very
What do you, so you think the languages that they're teaching, you think so they're teaching like Mandarin too? Because I mean, we kind
I
of
have
got kind of relationship with
I,
that demography.
I have not heard of such.
Yeah.
Um, as me go know the name. The same school when my father coach for interprimary Tanya. What the school there, boy? I wanna Nevis only got in what name? Nevis Academy?
Mm-hmm.
Nevis Academy. Nevis
Mm,
Academy in here. Yeah. Nevis
okay.
Academy.
Your father coached
Um
a school for interprimary?
yeah.
Oh, that makes sense to me. I was a bit confused. I saw him post a video questioning a goal start with a um, JP, what they call Joycelyn Library Primary School. I was like, Carl, I had a
Mm-hmm.
question. A goal at Gingerland get? Something match that to me. I thought you would have just let that alone. You know what I mean? Okay, that makes sense now. Alright, that makes sense. I can coach a team one day too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
Mm.
Little League Baseball.
No, 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 no. Track and field.
Oh, you
Yeah,
feel so?
yeah, man. Why you think I can't do it? Just,
But
just go
you you you
educate
your
myself.
voice your voice get high pitch when you say that, yeah man, there boy.
Yeah, man, I can definitely do it. No, on the real, no, I can do it. Just how you can chaperone one of these contestants for Culture Armor 50.
No, they ain't want the money. They didn't
You ain't
want.
put
They ain't
yourself out
nobody.
there for real, no. You not been serious. You just been attack. Nobody really been here, you. Nobody really been no. No, you're not approach.
Okay.
No, you're supposed to approach a young lady you see with the talent and say, you could win, you know. I can get this money for you. This is what I want.
Listen, you ain't understand what me try to tell you. You know?
Wow.
Is whoever been telling me, listen, Alan, I'm interested. I feel like I want the $20,000.
They don't know what going on, I tell you.
And they would get it $20,000. That's it. In a matter if they got it on,
Mm.
wherever they ain't got, I gonna show them which part to get it.
How
And
much
we
you gonna
can
get?
that's a personal that's a private fee that ain't gonna be disclosed to the public.
You're not gonna disclose that to the public?
No,
You-
that is not to be disclosed.
We want to
That's a
know what
business transaction.
your chaperone price look like.
No, that, no, that's a business. We gonna get to that.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're gonna be
I can do
worth
it
every
too
penny.
when I get some free time.
We have a update on the hospital.
Which hospital? The hospital
The
wing.
Alex,
Nevis.
the Alexander Hospital, the new addition to the hospital. Um, the hospital was the premier had made a statement and he had said that the hospital was supposed to we begin renovations next month, which is May.
Mm-hmm.
He advised that that is not going to happen. So anybody who was looking forward to going home for the culture and going inside the day and all this type of thing, no, the premier
Mm-hmm.
chose to do the smart thing. The paint is up already, the big bush is down, and you could go up there and you could get your lovely pictures of the exterior. That is what is taking place. It has been delayed. Would you like to know some of the reasons why?
Yes.
Okay.
Please, 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 please tell me. Tell me, please.
Um,
Yeah.
the water issue forced the government to reprioritize how they are going to spend money in the first part of the year. So whereas they felt like they would have been able to deal with the water issue at a later time,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Water
it,
issue.
it, it yeah, it come to the point now where they feel like that's more pressing.
Mm-hmm.
So and the pump went down, all these things, the drilling.
Mm-hmm.
They still wanna install a desalination plant, so it's a lot of money right now. Plus culture armor.
You're still talking about the desalination plant?
That's coming this year.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Culture I'm gonna get 3 million, right?
Chef for Queen Show, 2.5. No, I think he got no this. No, you got to be 2.5. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and say 2.5
Wow.
million.
I'm talking 3 million.
No, 2.5.
No man, you're make joke, no. Okay, so I
Um,
mean, yeah, okay, okay. So the water pump. I mean, water is vital. You know,
one of
7 years, 7 years now. Water have been. How long the hospital wing has been going on for?
from since 2017. Well, they break ground in 2016 really, but 2017.
Okay. Wh- You know what? What is it?
It's almost
What is what?
The hospital ring. What is it gonna be? Bed?
Um,
What?
but listen here, right? This thing going on so long, I forget what's supposed to going on.
Yeah, okay. Well,
I think he's supposed to get in new areas where you could get diagnostics. I think he's supposed to get in a place where you could do rehab. I think they're supposed to separate certain other things.
okay.
Um, Also, I think testing and a lab.
You know,
Holiday.
in 7 years, they could have. I hope they send a few professionals. They have identified people who would, because people could have already gone out and trained for that whole 7 years. Eh? You know, you could have qualified doctors coming back. You know,
No, no,
and
no.
other
Not your.
professionals and stuff.
No, 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 no. Don't say you could have. There have been people who have gone out and trained and
Hmm.
will be fully trained, and they left and the hospital was promised, and they returning, and the hospital is still to be promised.
Okay.
Them the like of the prodigals sons and daughters right now when they reach back.
Hmm.
Um,
That's
Another one of the issues that was stated is that they are uncomfortable with the local contractors and their ability. Well, I think they say the local contractors themselves are uncomfortable with what needs to be done. They do not feel like they will have the capacity to execute. I
then.
I I, I have a
What
theory
about the
as to what is
design?
going on. Well, before we get to the design, my theory is that because nearly every big local contractor done had their hand on the building. Um, I I think um, it is. Let me put it in this way. It is alleged that the finances are not good with all of the contractors, and because of how the money has been creeping to be paid for services rendered, they are not eager to enter into an agreement with the government. You know what I mean? Just to say they got an agreement with the government. It's not like I say, thing. We got 7 years. What is we going by 8 years of footage now will tell us that things have not been going well as far as the planning and execution of the hospital.
Hmm.
Um, we had to the point where they themselves didn't even know how much money they done been spent on the hospital. They had to tell them, boy, no, this how much I don't spend on the hospital.
That they say.
That's what major I tell them. So that is my theory as to what is going on with the local contractors. May not necessarily feel like it's a capacity issue because I mean at the beginning of the thing also a big fuss was made to say, we're doing it local. The local man have the capacity to do all of these kind of things. So then now to turn around and to say, yo, we don't really feel like them man could handle it, or them for them to say they don't feel like they could handle it. We don't necessarily feel like that's what taking place.
So who gonna handle it then?
Oh, that's the wonderful thing. We have been saying for maybe 2 years, however long Malcolm Gishard Park is taking place, we have been saying that the Taiwanese, we need to call on our good friends in Taiwan, our good
Hmm.
friends who speak Mandarin and build construction, build high rises and them thing that
Hmm.
Style.
the only way the hospital is gonna be finished is if Taiwan gets involved. And the
Hmm.
premier has taken our advice yet again. The topic strikes again, and the premier has finally reached out to Taiwan. He has finally bent the knee, and he is asking his comrades in Taiwan to look at this thing. So I think that they are ready. assessing to see what is taking place. So the Taiwanese are gonna advise us.
Okay. Clap. This is a good moment. Go clap. There's okay. You could definitely say you've said that before. But also it looked like the project is finally going to be completed, and we're going to
Yeah.
be able. Yeah, it looked like it can be completed.
Um.
No.
But here what the thing I need to lay on.
Wow.
Cause there's I'm happy, that the premier has finally bent the knee and will now be allowing the Taiwanese to do what they got to do for admitting his failures. But no, he is still persisting with the fact that nothing is wrong with the exterior of the building. It is just a redesign that has to happen on the interior of the building.
Mm.
And Mr. Premier, all I can tell you, and they're able to do it too. No, it gonna cost you, but they're able to do it. But if you knock down one single exterior wall,
Mm-hmm.
if if them man advise you that you got to knock down the whole building for any reason,
Mm-hmm.
you gonna got to apologize to the nation. You gonna at that point in time there, cause listen, if you not come and tell Abby that you lie, just know what going on in St. John's next election. That one there will make or break you. None of them, nothing could break down upon the building. You keep
Mm-hmm.
on saying this is just an interior story. You try to tell Abby that you build up the wall them on the outside and the inside them I could just, come back and sort out that Abby gonna see. But make sure that that is the case. Good evening, Larry.
Good evening. You think he would? Has he ever apologized? He's apologized on Real Talk. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he apologized when he didn't know how much they been spent on the hospital though.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you scuff him with the facts just enough, even he gonna say, "Oh my God, oh sorry,
Mm.
lad man." Yeah, even he gonna say, "Yeah, yeah, I've been around, what's wrong? I've been around. I missed that one." Um, Nevis, well, Sinkits and Nevis, we don't do it. Anybody start look at the expansion and realize it ugly? He's spending that kind of money on a modern building that looks like it was built in 1986. A man tell me really and truly he feel like the expansion should have been on the land, on the other side of the road.
Mm. The
Yeah,
crossover.
yeah.
Mm.
But I acquired the land from Ted. That was the man move. And just put the hospital on both sides of the land. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. Yeah. Sinkits and Nevis is banning single-use plastics. Um, the Prime Minister, picking up a trick from the Premier, he's going to do it in phases. Phase one is the education phase. But single-use plastics are going to be banned. You have any thoughts on this, Eric?
What's the education? You mean educate the people?
Yeah, and let them know why this is bad, and also to let them know the alternatives to using single-use plastics and this type of thing. The premier also expounded and said that he also sees where they're gonna get rid of styrofoam and all this type of thing to it. So this is not just gonna stop at
The
the
premier, prime
plastic.
minister, prime minister.
No, at the premier press conference,
Oh, the premier.
me not watch the prime minister thing.
Oh yeah, he in
And
Dubai.
by
He in
the way,
Dubai.
oh, cause I just been hearing say, let me talk about this prime minister because a week into this thing, and I'm still willing to tell you, I could be wrong, but I looking up today and I checking the last couple of weeks. Doctor just still being sinkers.
He in
I wanna
Dubai.
give I wanna
But
give you another reason why I feel like Dr. Joe gonna lose. One of the reasons why Dr. Joe would lose the election if he happened to lose, because I think his people might retain the Labour Party as well. But if he happened to lose, one of the reasons he gonna lose is because he don't do any singles. That man there was in the Middle East and then say he coming home. He come home weekend,
mm-hmm.
do a little bubble, and he don't even go home for the whole weekend. By Sunday he was gone again. He in Miami again, doing some other thing.
Pretty damn.
So
Ask
Dr. Joe,
Javon. Javon would know. Javon, you there still? When he come back.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
Dr. Joe does be all up and down the place. I thought that's what like the minister of foreign affairs is there for. You know what I mean? I thought that's what all the other ministers there for. And when you need to see the boss is because like you're dealing with the person and there's like, listen, I I don't even talk to you if you ain't the boss.
Mm.
You have to be the real boss to speak to me.
You know, like
Single-use
I
plastics are frozen, styrofoam and other materials have a date to be banned as well. Chef was saying there are dates when all of them products gonna be banned officially.
well, I would also like if they install like more garbage bins around the islands. You know, when people go dispose trash and pick them up regular too, not have them overflow.
But, well, let me tell you something, right? I feel like in my observation, it's a size issue because what I realize is that the garbage in Nevis get picked up twice a week, and I just see garbage ram, and I will see garbage get picked up in Florida once a week, and everything gone. So I feel like what happened to the size of the bin itself
Mm.
maybe maybe needed to be taken into account. But then also remember, is a man picking up the bin in a Nevis, whereas up here,
Mm.
boy, is a machine picking up the bin. So
In some
it,
cases, not in Seminole County, in
oh, okay.
Orange County, yeah, in Osceola County, yeah, Seminole County, like in Orange County, they give you a bin that the truck come
Mm-hmm.
and yeah. In Seminole County, they don't do that. You go by your own bin, a man up on the truck, you jump, throw in the garbage, but they efficient.
And it's a big and it's the same big bin.
You could have whatever bin
Whoever
you want,
says you want.
whatever size bin you want. So yeah, whatever size bin you want. Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to get into that because I feel like Seminole County need to step the shit up and give me a bin. You know what I mean? I really feel they give you the recycling bin, and you see the recycling bin in Orange County, the big bin. I got a
Yeah.
little tub. I got a little flat tub. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
county thing. That's a county thing. Yeah, Seminole County. I guess they want to say they put their money into schools, right? Cause they boast that they got one of the best school systems in the nation. So who knows?
They were also mentioning that places like Nelson Spring gonna be changing so that they're gonna get glass bottle. So for instance, you used to buy your Nelson Spring in plastic
Reusable.
bottle. Now you're gonna be reusable glass bottle.
Hmm. So,
I,
so for instance, okay, go ahead.
I was just saying because they had already started the recycling for plastic, they're gonna get to know increase the capacity and be able to do it for glass as well.
I mean, it's like remember we had bracing in a bottle too, and that
Mm-hmm.
went away. So they're coming back with the bracing again in the bottle.
I ain't hear anything about what this gonna mean for the drinks.
Boy, you just said
Um,
Nelson Spring. You can't do one and not do all.
no, well, this was Nelson Spring was getting a big up for taking the initiative. 'Cause I feel,
Oh,
listen, and you see, this come back now to what I was saying about Navy Spring. This is actual initiative. This is not like I
mm,
said. Nelson Spring was compelled. Nelson Spring is like, the man ever do this and whatever, whatever. We get into glass. Me not really know how we gonna work out in the long term.
mm.
Me not really know how we gonna work out in the long term, but this is what they have
I
chosen
mean,
to.
the water won't be served at certain functions. And what about when they got functions? What type of cups they're gonna use? The red cups them not allowed anymore.
I would imagine that them they definitely a single use.
So it can be tricky. I think we can be in the education stage for a long time. I think we're gonna stay in the education stage for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Uh,
because they're gonna see how difficult it's gonna be. It sounds good, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be real difficult.
to implement fully.
Yeah, because
Uh,
there's a lot of products we use that is single plastic, And if they want to say they're gonna take a step and ban certain products that is single plastic use, I get that. You know, Eh, I would think that maybe they would have done some sort of assessment and see which products are really causing whatever. I would think they're doing this because of the environmental impact, right? I guess I would find out in the education aspect, but I don't know what the economical impact would look like. Especially, would 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 the glass bottle water cost more? The glass bottle water would be better for you, by the way, because we're ingesting a lot of microplastics.
this was
But
spoken about.
yeah, we're ingesting a lot of microplastics. But what would the cost look like? The economical impact. The man can want to know if he can spend less money, if he can spend more money on glass bottle. Um, s- mm, Stores now sell you reusable plastic bags, but unfortunately, every time I go to the store, I forget mine. And they ask me the same question: Is plastic okay? And I don't be shame or say yeah, but yeah, you know what I mean. I guess if they if they force us, I would have to step up. But they just sell you plastic bags that you could use a couple times, and I
I,
still just forget them there.
but this is not good enough. You're a good man, and I know you want to do good for the environment, but you still come here and you tell me by the man got to force me to do for the environment. The
But
man, the man gonna force me to left a wall of jolly. If they don't force me, let he walk around in a plastic in the house.
I think the
What is it?
wool can be a jolly. But it's a little further down is gonna be a little issue
Oh,
there. Yeah.
He children gonna get the problem. So he gonna
I don't think he children neither. Maybe he children. You know, maybe he children. They're saying it happening at a rate that, well, but I don't know that plastic is gonna be this, like, the plastic is gonna be the solution. You know, um, we talk about oil. We talk about oil. You know, what are we gonna be making the roads with? We gotta know how far reach oil is. Plastic is the beginning. Yeah, it'll end up in the ocean. That's unfortunate. But I know they're working on some stuff to try to break down plastic a lot faster and cleaner too. People are working on that. Cause if billionaires could work on trying to live forever, why we can also work on breaking down plastic, finding something that could break down these plastic a lot cleaner and faster too, so they don't end up in the ocean. Cause that's
so
what we
so it's
ultimately need.
so essentially if we like economics don't take care of the situation.
I believe
Cap-
they have to. We already got enough plastic that we gotta deal with right now. So what they gonna do about the plastics that we got right now that's causing a problem right now? They gotta do something about that too. And I know
But
to add to it is worse, but they,
Elon Musk plan is to go to Mars. Left the
right?
plastic here, left the plastic here and go make plastic somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, have you ever heard how some of these cars change their ingenuity? Like some of these car company, I would not call any car name because it's alleged that they've changed their parts to be plastic parts. They let the engineers develop parts to be plastic parts so that the parts could, because of the hot and cold and that reaction to the parts break. Wouldn't those be considered single-use plastics? So you want to not be able to bring in certain vehicles as well because once the part they change, you gotta get rid of it. You only could use it once. Yeah, you might
No,
use it on
no,
a longer time
no,
frame.
no. Single. How, no, look how much time you use the car though.
But how about people don't hold on to their plastic bag? When I take a plastic bag from the store, I put the plastic bag there in a garbage bin, and that'll be my garbage plastic bag. I got a thing for me while that I stuff my plastic bag them in. So I use them plastic bag them more than once too. A lot of people don't do that. So it's not real. Like I know for sure a lot of melanated people plastic bag don't end up in the ocean. Cause we don't find use to them. If I want thing you say, boy, give me a plastic bag there, let me carry home them thing. Oh yeah, no, go on, let me grab that plastic bag there, yo.
Yeah, but partner when they end up in a landfill, that is still an issue, because you're gonna stay there for a long time.
At some point, and that's why we need to do something. We gotta start with the landfill. I feel like that's where we gotta start. Because the alternative is to cut down trees, eh? So we're gonna have more deforestation, which means the next thing they're gonna start to sell us is oxygen, in a can. Even though a lot of our our oxygen come from plankton in the ocean, and that's why sharks and stuff are important. But that's a different conversation.
Um,
I don't want to derail the conversation too much.
Another good thing that the government has done recently, the Ministry of Health, I think they partner with the uh, Nevis Historical and Conservation Society. And yesterday would have been, yeah, because today is the 23rd. I wish they had done this for a whole week longer than that. I don't think that it was possible to remove all the vehicles, but yesterday, for persons who would have called and arranged, them man remove all the derelict vehicles.
Hmm.
Derelict vehicle, are old vehicle, and let me tell you, Nevis got some property with them. Me not like to see them. So
Me
I was
neither.
for this. I like this initiative. As I say, I wish it could have lasted really until like 2 weeks, maybe a
What
month
they
and a
do with
half.
them? What they do with them?
I was told the idea is that them are gonna crush them up and try to send them somewhere what does deal with them kind of thing.
Then they say
We,
what?
we, purpose, we
Oh,
purpose metal.
okay.
Listen, the premier's press conference, I'm gonna tell you, it been kind of boring, and a lot was going on. So I hear the parts what I really needed to hear. There will be crushed and sent somewhere.
They could also put them in a lot, and allow people who got use car parts. You pull, you pay type thing. If you want somebody pull the
Um,
part, you pull it. Get rid of
um,
sell some parts.
I feel like this thing reached to the point now. If you want it so bad, take it off. But um what about the vehicle them? What man I tell me about use parts and bibush in there. Just like how the hospital had a bibush. You check it out.
That-
That
Hospital not have no big bush.
when people let bibush go up on things, you're supposed to take it away from them. If you allow bibush to go if you allow bibush to go up on it, you're not you ain't giving it the care what it deserves.
Just take it.
So what about them vehicles there? Well, really and truly, in the case of the premier, you ain't gonna take it. You got to decide not to give it. But lab not getting into all of that.
So if you miss it,
Yeah,
when you say you gotta pay,
yeah. If you did not arrange, the man they gone on to phase two, and phase two is that they say that the vehicles that need to be removed will be removed, and the person whoever property they take it off of, that person will be responsible for paying the touch up and how much ever it costs to dispose, they gonna be charging
so
it to you.
that's how they do it. So the VIN number who they know, because if a man drop off his vehicle upon my property, cause we have a lot of illegal dumping in Nevis, right? That's a problem we have,
Yeah,
right? If a man drop
indeed.
off his vehicle on my property, you know the VIN number upon the vehicle belongs to X man. You know what I mean? Well, let me not say X man. Somebody named X man belongs to a certain individual, right? You know, charge the person who own the vehicle. You charge the person who have the vehicle
Yeah.
upon their property. You
Me glad you
understand?
say so. Me glad you say so. Cause me not sure.
Mm.
So I don't know however they do it, but the premier is posturing and he's saying that the man will take up the vehicle and they are gonna charge somebody. So me not know if
Okay.
it's who the vehicle is registered to or if it's the property. So that is a good question. Really. So I feel like that was a fantastic initiative. As I said, the only thing I could ask for is them man been do it longer and really like let people know that this is the case. 'Cause I believe some people, even if they had to go behind a people back, they would have tell them man, boy, come boy. I can tell I when you come and I'll take up the chance because I tired tell the man that I want to be here half of the land and in now I'm home. So I come home.
Tanya says she not pay. So my question is, how they can force people to pay? Cause she not gonna be the only person with
Um
that.
No, you're gonna receive your documentation to appear at
Court.
the magistrate court. If you fail to appear, the matter will go on without you. If you fail to pay, then the other documentation will appear to you, and you will reach to HMP. So is either the long way, which is the hard way, or the easy way, which is the short way. The choice is yours, but the choice is always yours.
Tanya, you sound like you're a man.
Me not call you to come on my poverty and take up. Sorry,
So
you
was
know,
there
pay.
so Alan, is let me ask you another question. What about the legal aspect of this? Is there no legal, like you could just did they change a law that allowed them? Is this already on the book someplace that they could
No, no,
just
no.
take the
Yeah. With regards to these derelict vehicles,
mm-hmm.
them man could come and take up these things.
So let me ask you another question then. So what if $5,000 when me pay you my own vehicle long time ago for you can't use the $5,000 there who can clean them up for me environmental tax?
No, you're talking about something that $5,000 they don't spend. You,
Well,
you,
what you
you know
spend
you,
on?
you know see custom win the mixer the
So
mixer
you
that
used to
you
work
got
at
there.
so you used to work at a customs trench.
Oh yeah, $5,000 was the grand prize. So that's one
Alright,
that a one man care money them spend already.
man, and an easy one.
Yeah. Um.
No, me don't pay me $5,000. Me want you take up that air free. That was that $5,000 there for. When time come when you take up me old vehicle and dispose it, environmental tax because I paying something towards the environment. I don't pay that there. And I hope you put it in an interest growing account. So you what even more and you dispose of my vehicle for free. $45,000, not free.
Um. The premier continued today in his aggressive tone with regards to civil servants. Um. He spoke today. I have been hearing Dr. Daly speak about the increments and the fact that civil servants do not receive increments. And today was the
Alan,
first time I heard the
no,
premier address these increments.
Alan,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
you said the premier said he heard Dr. Daly say, you said you
No,
hear
I
Dr.
say
Daly say.
I
Oh,
say
okay.
I have heard Dr.
Okay.
Daly
Because you
speaking
almost give me
about.
you would have had to resuscitate me, you know? Because I would definitely. If you been said the premier talk about something you hear Dr. Daly say, I would have been like, wow, maybe this is changing. Okay, go ahead.
No, no, no. Um, I only said that I've been hearing Dr. Daly said it to say that it has been in the public discussion
Hmm.
with regards to these increments. You understand? And
Hmm.
the premier he said Daly does start for NRV, so he's in the public discussion. God damn it.
Okay.
Okay. And he come on to there and he said he gave the reasons why civil servants have not been getting their increments.
Okay.
And he talk about the abuse that the system has gotten under Joseph Parry
Mm-hmm.
and Van Samry.
Mm-hmm.
No, he ain't say so. But I want to say something and tell me if not then he said he said increments are only supposed to be for civil servants who receive a positive worker appraisal from their supervisor. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? And he said that it has become customary for persons to feel like the increment is just a natural part of the thing. I working for
Mm.
government. Everybody get increment at the end of the year.
Mm.
Me say what me say based on the fact that if it's only Van Samri and Joseph Parry was in charge of the government before the premier, the only people who could abuse this system to get it where it is before he is Van Samri and Joseph Parry, right?
Nevis has only had 4 premiers.
Indeed, that's how.
Is that good? He could be a top most him too. He mentor.
It's a young thing. He in there. He the first one.
Hmm.
But it's a
4.
it's a young country really and truly. You know?
You just ended at 40, right?
In 40 years, I average of 10 years each.
Okay, 2 terms.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. Just never thought of it. But yeah. We all know. Yeah, uh, honestly, I worked for NRP government and I never got an increment, a single increment, not one, and I worked for them for 5 years. So I don't know what he talk about.
Um, increment on and only for persons who are appointed.
Oh, appointed. Then
Yeah.
I think they need to get it then. Every year I get a raise, regardless to what I do.
So,
No, depending.
uh,
Hmm?
and you don't think it should be performance based?
Well, it is performance based. So I get a raise. No, depending. There's a cross the board raise, and there is a performance raise. In the
Mm-hmm.
sense of they're gonna look at the amounts. They're gonna look at your performance and say, okay, based on your performance, we think you deserve to get X amount more than the across the board. Oh, Jason, fire the topics and Ren. So
But but
don't look for
but
him.
but I appreciated the time.
Yeah, big up yourself.
Um,
Yeah, so I think people should still, because inflation is still gonna happen. So there's always an adjustment for what's it called? Cost of living. There's always an adjustment for cost of living. I think we could do that. I think we could at least do that. I guess maybe if taxes ain't going up, then they're not gonna be a raise.
the premier said that in his estimation, the only time you're supposed to get the increment is based on a positive appraisal.
Hmm.
You understand?
Okay, so we could talk
You
about
can't
that then.
you can't get a neutral one and get a real. You got to be positive.
So
This
so
person
so how
deserves
does that work? Good night,
based
Loretta.
based on, based upon your productivity,
No, but
ba-
how?
based
Do they
upon
do a performance assessment every year? I don't think I've ever done a performance assessment when I was in the government, so I don't know if that's in place. So every year does someone do a performance assessment?
for instance the premier is in charge. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Every week,
So
every week, the man do a performance assessment. The,
no.
pro-
When you're saying a performance assessment, you're saying me and Alan boss, and me just going in and say Alan need a raise. Every year Alan gets a chance to say this is what I've done for the year, and this is why I deserve a raise.
I would want to believe that these assessments got to be
The,
some
the,
kind, some kind of, what must I say, like weekly, bi-weekly something in order to make sense.
the other thing is what are they being assessed based on? Are they telling them these are the goals that the department would like to achieve? We would like to achieve this. Oh well,
You see
Vanessa,
that?
I never got an assessment, and I never got an increment, so I wouldn't know about that. But
Uh, that how come you're not getting an assessment because you're not getting an increment?
I guess people don't really know. You know, even with a percentage, that's a different story. You know that though. Okay, well, if there's some sort of assessment, I've never known that they've set out goals and say this is what your department is trying to achieve for the year. And if this is what your department is trying to achieve by the end, you need to let people know what they're working towards every year. That is all I'm saying. This is the goal. This is what you need to be working towards. This is how
Mm.
you get your merit. So I just feel like that would be fair.
It was said that persons who receive continuous negative appraisals may find themselves before the Public Service Commission and therefore might be in jeopardy of suspension or whatever else the Public Service Commission
And
could do to it.
even if you don't support the party and you got a big family, because we all know some people are untouchable.
The
Let's not
premier
front like some people are untouchable.
the premier said specifically today that that is what a lot of people does feel like,
Hmm.
but it is time to do it in a different way. And
Okay.
while he was saying so, right,
Hmm.
I was wondering, it been so like when he get the, like every time he get in, he will say, and park up the government vehicle and them too. And you know
Hmm.
them man gonna park up the government vehicle them for like a month, and then after that them
Yeah.
man
Yeah.
they let me have to go on again.
Yeah. 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 It's. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I'm applauding for trying to do some of these things, but realistically, it's not going to happen. Not with
No,
the
no, no,
political
no, no.
environment that we have.
No. No, no, no. I'm not going to applaud the attempt. And here's where I'm not gonna applaud the attempt. And here's how me know
Yeah,
that
go ahead.
this like when he tell people park up the vehicle then.
Mm,
Partner, the Public Service Commission has been around all the time.
mm,
All of this has been in place all of the time. If that is the case, what I want to hear from the concerned citizens movement, how many people have you reported to the Public Service Commission? How many of them don't face the Public Service Commission? And when they don't face them, what was the results? Were they
a lot.
suspended? Were they acquitted? Did they lose their job? Because all what this is, listen, all I be, everybody when they been small, they read about the three little pigs, yeah?
Mm.
And the big bad wolf. And we know when the big bad wolf come, he gonna huff and he gonna puff. And he gonna blood on the small horse and them. And then soon as you reach the one who make out the brick, he gonna do, and this you feel like the big bad wolf right now. But it's not a straw horse this time.
Alan, by when the
That me.
jokes is desperate time, you know? And
Definitely.
desperate times calls for desperate measures, you know? And they have not hidden, they've said to us that they're in financial strain. They're under financial strain, so maybe this is the
No.
difference. You know, maybe it's a way for them to give a selective few.
But they said so, but they did not want to say so. 'Cause really and truly, I was the first person to say so.
Mm.
And me only say so based off of the budget and them. And people get vexed with me. You're trying to say the country run down. No. You're trying
No,
to
no,
say the
no.
premier. You're trying to say the premier run down. No. Watch out. Let me lie on something. Nevis will brooks long before the premier ever brooks. You crazy? Premier will never be brooks.
No way.
I
Not
ain't
the
trying
guy.
to say that. I'm just looking at the reality of the situation.
The man gone clear, boy.
Um, but I've been want to read too much story about sports. Did you see the article was saying you about the Real Madrid pitch?
I saw you posted with the what you might call it the
Well, all what I got to
underdevelopment.
say, yeah, the
Yeah,
pitch is stored underground. There's a
yeah.
greenhouse that them man store the pitch in. Oh my, a real world class sporting facility, ladies and gentlemen. It takes 6 hours for them man to get the pitch in place. It don't even does be out all the time. So you could visit the stadium and you might not see the pitch if it's not a game there or something going on. Um, the last thing I wanted to read was
The Real Madrid money different now. I mean,
definitely
I mean, I hear short them up from going through the quarterfinals against Manchester City.
no. We not showed up no quarterfinal.
It's still accomplished. I
No,
watched I watched the highlights, right, and we were under some pressure, but yeah,
definitely. It was ugly. It was
it was
awful.
yeah, but
It was
it got the job done.
mm, come down to execution, come down to heart and all them kind of things. And it come down to gambling at the end of the day. Penalty shootout. And it just barely scraped through against the best team in Europe. Well, the second best now. But
You take
me not even when Madrid close tonight can't celebrate a quarter final.
no.
No, the Arsenal fans would have celebrated a quarter final win. We in Arsenal, bro. We in Arsenal.
I know Arsenal fan. Too.
Um, you know what made me feel even better? The Classico on the weekend.
Oh,
Who come back from down twice and win the game, Jude Bellingham. Oh my god. And next year 9 Mbappe coming. Ah, Barcelona fans. Turn up party. So this was a thing about hospitality fans.
hmm.
No, hospitality packages for sports for yeah, tailored to corporate clients and fans, right? So this is how they are advising clubs, yeah, Premier League clubs and people who got facilities. These are
Mm.
things what they're advising them to. Hospitality packages help sports teams diversify the sources of income as corporate clients and fans are willing to pay for exclusive services and amenities. Now, in place of sports teams, we're going to put the government because they own the actual facility. Whereas
Mm.
sometimes the team does own the facility. So Liverpool is famous for its Premier League hospitality. Its packages include a hot and cold buffet before the game, padded seats for the match in the Sir Kenny Dalglish stand, access to the shanks are paisley suite, and halftime tea and coffee by Culturama needing some padded seat.
Right, yeah. But they can
That,
get
that
them
should
for the VIPs.
that should be part of the VIP section.
No, they're gonna have that. The VIP is gonna have that.
You know, in my last part of going Culturama, I just used to end up walking a big cushion.
Yeah.
If I get in Culturama with a body, I just walking with a cushion. I can't sit down on that stone there all night, but I may sit down on the cushion. At least let me see. Got little blood a flowing on my bottom. Cause you the on the concrete, the boy, and it cold again. Wow.
Yeah.
How to plan hospitality packages. No, me no need about that. The next part, yeah. This is what me just be say about the manager. Hosting alternate sporting and non-sporting events such as concerts, conferences, and cultural events provides additional revenue streams beyond regular sporting fixtures. This also ensures your venue is used more frequently, maximizing its potential and reducing downtime. For example, while West Ham United has a deal with London Stadium to use the pitch on most Saturdays, the Cubs and the Cardinals have a similar deal. So the manga deal with two baseball teams. And Tottenham Hotspur also has a deal with the NFL. So anytime you see the NFL game, really and truly, they might play in a Tottenham Stadium.
Mm. It's all about
So
making the thing profitable, yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Investment.
Um, he also got another aspect here was speak about the development of the facility. And Mr. Premier, I hear you again talking about the stadium. And know you want to be comfortable and you want to stop getting what, but you want to go fix up the athlete them too. You understand? You really, really need the money to do this thing because attracting the athletes and the athletes being comfortable is gonna lead to even better sports meets, really and truly, and attraction are even greater athletes if them man could feel comfortable longer in your facility. And if you come at the vendors and the people who come into various sports feel good too, even better.
Mm.
But but he need to get this stadium thing out of his mind right now, no? The athletes are the major key.
Well, I think the man built the track and he can let somebody else build the stadium. That's it. Nothing wrong with that. He just needed to come out and say that too. I don't
Well,
feel like he building a stadium. I think you're reaching too far now, man.
no,
Satisfy
he when he is speaking,
yeah.
cause he was saying that this ain't gonna happen, but then no, what going on is as the thing I get more exposure. I think they said they're having the OECS games there. You gonna
When?
get what supposed to be in June.
Which June?
The June that is coming right now. The June
Like
after the
next
May
month
that
June?
yeah, that one day so. That
Or
one day
next year
so.
June?
So no, this year OECS games is supposed to be held in Nevis, not in St. Kitts and Nevis, in Nevis. St. Lucia and Grenada If you were to spend EC dollars, all of them countries are
Mm.
supposed to be, yeah, that's supposed to be taking place in Vegas.
What they gonna be doing? Track and field?
Yeah,
I had no idea. None
well,
whatsoever. Oh,
well,
so what the people are going to change?
what do you mean by
And
what they're going to,
what are going where? Like,
they will be tense.
okay, okay. Well, yeah, 10th. We will do that. Come on, man, Alan.
No,
You
I
know
think, I think, I had also hear that underneath the VIP is also a changing room. And they say is a wonderful facility. I have heard. They say because of the facility there is how come the footballers and them love to come Nevis to play football now. Even though Bart can't get the full complement of games them yet.
wait, what?
The Bart ain't playing all the home games in Nevis. Some of the home games in Sinkers.
Yeah. That you got to do that. You got to do that. The Sink It's
Anyway,
League, really, it's not a Sink It's Nevis League. It's a Sink It's League. It's just a
no, no,
Nevis team
no.
has made it to the Sink It's League.
No, sorry. You got it mixed up and confused. You have it mixed up and confused.
Me, I
Is the
understand.
Sink is the Sinkis and Nevis Football Association and the Sinkis and Nevis Football League. You understand? In the same way,
I
how
got it confused.
I saw Madrid have to play a game against Las Palmas.
Mm-hmm.
Madrid had to fly to the Canary Islands
Mm-hmm.
to Las Palmas and they play the game. When they have to play against Mallorca, they fly to the island, they show up to the stadium and then play the game.
Mm-hmm.
When Mallorca
Mm-hmm.
got to play them, Mallorca got to come to Spain mainland and play the game. This is what got to
Mm-hmm.
happen. So he got a Nevis team in the league. Them are supposed to understand by now I come in Nevis. Right now, really and truly, there is a Caribbean
I agree
club.
with you, man. I
He,
agree
he
with
got
you.
he got Caribbean club competitions whereby you could play against like a big club from Jamaica. You know? So both
Mm-hmm.
them man tell you got to go to Jamaica, where you gonna tell them you don't know nothing about that. But you go to Jamaica, go play against Waterhouse, go get Brocky, go take your 16 nil.
The man now go.
No, I wanna see it. Bye.
You
Um
got to go.
yes, Mr. Renzo Griffin. I missed the game on Sunday, and
Mm-hmm.
his team was able to go up 1-0. And I would very much like for them to start to lose. And tonight is very crucial to his losing.
Yeah.
If you want any of your vehicle services
Steve.
sorted out, yeah, HD detailing, y'all check out the guy. And while
Mm.
you're there, make sure you tell him that you hope that the Clippers lose. Always tell him that you hope that the Clippers lose. But outside of that, he's a good person. If you want to laugh at Sports Sticks, add him on Facebook, add him on all of his social media. I love the man
Yeah.
takes. Yeah, but I got to put all my bad mind against him right now to make sure
Before
that
you go,
that's
what how you feel about it like that remix?
I wasn't feeling it. I'm more like the Chris Brown
Mm.
response to Quavo and I like that story. Kanye need
And you
to
like
Kanye is not going to distract me from what is taking place right now.
yeah.
Mr. Duckworth has gotten, I would want to say 7 days. He have about 7 to 10 more days to respond, and then after that, he will always be Mr. Duckworth. He
Do
will
you
never be
think?
Kendrick Lamar to me again.
Do you think? And I'm gonna let you go. Do you think Drew, Draco can answer Kanye?
No, J. Cole, J. Cole is out of everything right now.
Okay,
J, J,
so
J,
he's not
J,
allowed.
no, J. Cole is allowed to ride his bike. J. Cole is allowed to give people recipes on like vegan food and them type of things. J. Cole is allowed to like play the flute like our Andre 2000 do. He do them kind of thing, the meditation and them type of story there. But as far as this kind of thing as well, J. Cole is out of all of that.
Okay, and are you looking forward to the Deadpool and Wolverine movie?
Indeed,
Okay, look at me.
sensational. All right, good night, everybody.
Good night. Good night.
See y'all next week. And really and truly next week I'll be going to talk to one two about cause we gonna got
Next,
troop.
oh,
Yeah,
we didn't say that. We should say that this week.
yeah.
Well, they would not be seeing me next week. Next week is my time off. To
Mm-hmm.
next week on the 30th is my birthday, and I do not do anything on my
Mm-hmm.
birthday at all.
Well, so let me give y'all some information. Again, we're gonna have a troop for
Mm-hmm.
culture armor.
Mm-hmm.
The troop
Yeah,
is
and you know I do it, so you know. No, you go hype it up, man. You go hype it up. We can't talk about how culture will
uh,
come to and then I'm gonna come. You're tired, you're sleepy. We gonna have a show. Just and Come Part 3. If you don't know what Just and Come is, go back into the past and you would see Just and Come has done it. One, two times we win and we are always fun and ready and hype and ready. I can let Alan give the details, right? Into what the Just and Come is. Right? But we ain't gonna come here and act like this thing is gonna be slow. We're gonna hype up this one. Right now we're looking at about $100 to be a part of the troop, and we don't have a special costume because we let the the participants do their own creative vibe. That's why it called Dress and Come. There would be a theme. And what is the theme?
cannabis 420.
420. So let's see what you could come up with. Some people are gonna have their suits, some people are gonna be different things, and it's gonna be fun. That's all we're gonna say. I feel like it's the troop that you want to be a part of. Based on what we've done in the past, the free spirit of the troop, we're gonna provide the drinks. We're gonna keep you hydrated. We're gonna try to give you a little thing in your stomach if you could still handle it after the match. I'm gonna say this to you, Alan. We've done Just and Come twice.
Mm-hmm.
I do not go to Troop and Band Parade unless I'm in a troop because of what it felt like being a part of Troop and Band Parade. And that's what Just and Come had did for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I could recall one of the events I was able to drive for myself, and the other event I was able to tell people if you're looking for the vehicle, it's down the road, down by down by Sispa. Yeah, but I had a wonderful time both times, and we supposed to deal with the vibes again this time. I rather basically say everything that is taking place. Um, you come and your creativity, whatever you got to add the troop, there is no official costume or anything. That whole coming here just and come. This is the easiest thing we'll get you into
Mm-hmm.
and have fun. And as you say, you're gonna be 420. So from your socks down to like your beanie. See, I like me, I mean, whatever design you got, which is
Whatever you feel
420
like.
oriented, you just come to with that and you will be accepted. So
Yeah.
wonderful indeed.
Yeah. I want to see the couples. I want to see the singles. I want to see everyone come out and be a part of it. Yeah, it can be fun. Celebration. Don't know it's the troop to be a part of. Trust. Sponsored by Ren so far. Real Entertainment Network. And okay. Shabazz Organics and Mellow Farms. So you don't know. Right now we doing it. And we're ready. Hey, a man called me and said, "By here you coming back with the troop again. And all he could do is laugh. It's pure joy in the man's voice when he tell me about it. Even though he said, "By the man crazy with that divide of 420 thing there, he look like I want to get locked up." I said, "Don't worry, we're gonna stay within the limits of the law." You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? But it is going to be fun. It is about education as well as the world is moving into a different direction, a paradigm shift. So just come.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna have things out there soon. I don't want to keep you back anymore, Alan.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Good night. And the topic. What
Really thought that it could work. Off with somebody else, off with the loser. Shame on me, I really thought we had a. Lately I be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations